Good morning. It's MacG here with MacG Mania, and we're back with AVSkyblock. Let's play Willie's modded Skyblock Challenge Pack. So, I have been away. Well, not away. I have been busy doing the grind, getting some stuff, and we have some cobblestone for building. And I got to thinking, well, what am I going to do with all this cobblestone? Well, what I really need, other than to build some things, and we are going to do some building today, is I need to make some things with you so that I can continue my grind and do it, a little off camera. You can see I've got quite a bit of wood now. I've got a lot of cobble and a lot of saplings. And, I've gone about as far as I really want to with stone tools. I might still use some here and there. I've got some silkworms, and I did make a tree with the silkworms. Not with the silkworms, but I did make a tree. And I used the silkworms to infest it, so let's just see if we can't get another one started so you can see what I did here. And then we'll get to building some things that'll make our life easier in our game. One of the things we're going to build is the X-Nihilo sieve, and we are also going to build a bed. That's why you see wool. Let's go ahead and put you down here. Something else I wanted to show you. Before I started playing Sky Factory 2, and before I started playing Skyblock, the AVSkyblock, I've played a modded Minecraft. It was a HQM, or a hardcore questing mod. The first one was Agrarian Skies by Jaded Cat, and I learned a lot of stuff from that. I learned, we even have some charcoal that I made up. We're going to use that to take some of these silkworms that we have, and we're going to cook them. You can see I have some in here already. Cooked silkworms. Really easy starting game stuff. Really easy to start with. Food. That's what it is. Food for when we get hungry. It only does one little hunger bar. Just one little meat pop. But put that fire out. Doesn't matter, except it might start our tree on fire. There is a way to keep it from happening. We'll take one of you. We'll take one of you. We'll make 4 more torches. And by putting a torch on here, it'll keep that from catching on fire. And if it doesn't catch on fire, then this won't catch on fire. And it's not quite far enough away from the lava. I believe it's 3 blocks. 1, 2. Yeah, see, it's right on the edge of what could catch on fire. So let's just go ahead and pick up our lava. We're not making cobble right now. We've got a few other things, like I said, we need to make. One of those is a sieve. Sieves are really easy. If I can remember to keep sticks in my inventory. We need 2 sticks. Sticks for the legs. Planks for the frame. And then I made silk mesh. Silk mesh is just 9 string. In a block, and that makes silk mesh. Now I'm going to go ahead and make this because, down the road we want to make automatic sieve. An auto sieve. And that's really end game stuff. Well, maybe not end game, but much more advanced than what we have, because we need a dragon egg. To get the dragon egg, we have to kill the dragon. We're not quite ready for that. Not by a long shot. But we've got so we can make the silk mesh. And by the time we get to here, this stuff will be wanting to just throw it away practically. We're going to put some of those away because we only we will need one more block of wood to break into planks because a bed is super easy. And there we go. Now let's place it where we're not going to fall off the island. I'm going to go ahead and sleep the night away. I normally, when I first start, wouldn't sleep the night away. However, one of the other things I made with some of the wood were these oak barrels. And I make the barrels and wait for rain. When the rain comes, it fills up the barrels. And now that we have these barrels, we have 3 more water sources right there. Much like our source block here, you just need a bucket to get these ones out. Well, we have a bucket. Currently it has lava in it, but we can fix that here in a little bit. So, as I've said, on this island over here is some cactus, sand, and a chest. And in the chest is some pumpkin seeds and a piece of melon. Well, thanks to X1E2, we don't even need to go over there or bother with that. Because now that we have our sieve, we need to make a new tool. The hammer. Which is 2 sticks, and you can use stone, you can use iron, you can use diamonds. And it's just in that little hammer configuration. You could even use wood to start with, but there's no real point to it. We'll get our tasty little cooked worms. And let's put... we could put the sieve here. Now, I'm going to go and do a lot of our... We don't need this right now. Well, yeah. We can always get more silkworms. We can always get more saplings. See? Look. Silkworms. And did that use up all that? Yes. So we'll get the other crook because we want... I mean, we've got a ton of saplings. But we're going to use these also thanks to X1E2. We're going to be using that... Oops. Cancel that. Wrong button. Some of you who don't know, I actually play left-handed. So my right hand's on the keyboard, my left hand's on the mouse. And sometimes I get to moving so fast, my hands just kind of get confused. Alright, so now we're ready for some hammer time. Just like making cobblestone, except you need lava in the lava generator, or in the cobblestone generator. Because, you know, I get moving so fast sometimes I forget where I'm at and what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and take, since you're with me and we've got the important things made, let's take one of these source blocks. We're going to just put you there for now so that way I don't accidentally drop you. We're going to take some... What do we want to use? Let's go ahead and take... I'm going to use 21 cobblestone because that's a division of 3 to make some stone slabs. And as you can see, I expanded with some wood slabs around here. That was to catch any saplings and silkworms that fell. We're moving up in the world. We're no longer wood dependent. We don't... It's a bit of a waste, I know. I know. It was a big waste. But the nice thing about stone is it does not catch on fire. So we're going to toenail ourselves out here. And we're going to expand our island again. Oh my gosh, I just gave myself a little heart attack. That could have been a game ender. By shifting in elevation, if we had missed, we would have been done. And that would have been a game over. That would have been a start over. And speaking of starting over, in the next month, we have an opportunity to do some server play with this mod pack. So we're going to keep our single player game because we're going to build some cool stuff on here. But we're going to get an opportunity to play on a server with other people, which I think is really cool. I haven't actually gotten to do that much in the past. Some of the other people do record Minecraft, some of them don't for YouTube, and that's all good. Pardon me as I knock the fork off of my lunch. They don't, it's not a big deal that if somebody does or doesn't record Minecraft. But it's a big opportunity to play on a server with people we haven't really worked with before. I am working with some of them now, and I will get to know them. And I know it's all sounding kind of cryptic and stuff, but when we release the first video and you see what we're doing, you'll understand. And I beg that you understand now as we get this moving on. So enough about that. We're just gonna keep moving along here. One of the things I've been thinking about recently is just what am I gonna build on this? Where are we gonna go with this? What are we gonna do? And I like to base my builds somewhat on real life things. This is going to turn into kind of a practice session for us, as I said. And we're going to build some really amazing things. We're learning some new things already. Stuff that's going to be for farther down along the road. So we've got ourselves a decent platform expanded out. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. If we do one more, we can turn this block. Let's turn our F7 on so we can see. Really? Okay, it was on. Good. Now we can see where is possible mob spawn. We're just going to toss that back in there. That should put our tree out far enough, unless it's a mega tree, to keep the lava from burning it down. But like I was saying, we've got all of this built up out of stone now, so that won't burn down. Let's move our sieve. We need to make a new... No, we don't. I was going to say we need to make a new axe, but nope, not yet. We're going to move it just for purposes of you can see what we're doing right there. Pardon me, I've got the sniffles today too. It's been kind of crazy. So let's hammer up some more. And what we're doing when we do this hammer, and I know I'm getting a little scattered. I'm excited, always excited at the very beginning. Let's make 10 gravel. So when you hammer a cobblestone block, it turns it into gravel. You can then hammer the gravel and turn it into sand, and then you can hammer the sand and turn it into dust. Well, you get different things from sand, gravel, and dust. Not to mention, you can also take dust, put it into a barrel with water, and turn that into a clay block. So, we're going to look at building. It's kind of a practice build for us. I was kind of looking for an inspiration of what to do and how to do it, and I came across some old drawings that I had of ideas and houses, and one of them is it's going to be a modern build on an old idea. We're going to build a stilt house. I got a chance to visit the great state of Hawaii, and I saw some of the houses that they built on stilts up by the ocean, and it kind of inspired me to design my own. So that's what we're going to do, is we're going to build a stilt house. And probably over there somewhere, or over here somewhere. It's not like we don't have space to build, but I've got some special ideas for that. Now, something like I was saying with the sieve, we've got gravel, and you can run the gravel through the sieve, and you get stuff. There's a piece of coal. That's a gold. Yep, broken gold ore. You'll get broken iron ore. And this is how we're going to get some of our things. There's flint. There's not a big need for flint. Lapis. We'll need lapis for when we get our enchanting table built. So, let's go ahead and just toss all this in here for now. And we're going to do up some more. Let's do another 10. But we're not going to leave it as gravel. We're going to make it into sand. And then we'll sieve the sand. Because sand will give us, instead of the broken gold and the broken iron, will give us gravel? I want to say. We'll see here in just a second what it gives us. So we've got sand now. I just vein mined that. And we run the sand through. And that gave us crushed. Instead of broken, we've got crushed. And then when we run dust through, dust will give us iron dust and gold dust. There's also slim chances to get other things through this. We can get from sand cactus seeds, which is why we can get cactus seeds from sand. We can get, which is why I'm really not concerned about the island over there. As you just saw, we can make sand, and that sand will replace what we need here. And through sieving, we will also, let's make it daytime. That's the other purpose of having a bed, is so that you can sleep the night away, make it day, and just keep going. There we go. So, from dust, which you'll see here in a moment, let's just get 10 up. 10. Vein mine that. And we're going to hit it again with a hammer. Like I said, dust. Now we could put dust into water to make clay, or you can run it through here again. Pardon the sniffles. And you'll get gunpowder. You'll get redstone dust. You'll get glowstone dust. You'll get bone meal. That's very important. So yeah, you get a lot of stuff this way. Important things this way. One of the important things from sieving sand that you get, and it's a really rare chance to get it, is called an exotic seed. Now the cool thing about that exotic seed is you can plant it and it turns into a jungle sapling. That's going to be important for what we do here. I want not necessarily the jungle wood. I have some ideas for that jungle wood, but we're not going to use it really for decoration. I need vines. Because this gray is blah. And you can also, using the oak barrels full of water, turn cobblestone, not the slabs, but actual cobblestone, and the stone bricks into mossy stone bricks or mossy cobble. But we're going to do a crafting recipe. Mossy. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Where a brick and a vine makes mossy stone bricks. Was there no... Yeah, there is mossy cobble. Yeah, see. Moss stone. So it's the same thing. One vine and one cobble makes a moss stone. Those are going to be important for some of the things I want to do. Now you see I put the golden or the broken ores back into my inventory because you can take 4 of them to make a block. This acts just like gravel. It falls, gravity affects it, but you can hit that with the hammer and you get crushed gold for what we're doing right now. And you put that into your craft and you get gold sand block, which is affected by gravity, does all the same jazz as regular sand. And then you crush that down into powdered. And you might notice that we've actually increased the amount of powdered gold we have. That's because there is a chance when you break these up with a hammer that you will add 1 or maybe even 2. You get between 2 and 5 of the next size down. So by breaking the broken ore, you can get between 2 and 5 crushed ore. And then breaking that, you get 2 to 5 powdered ore. And that's one way to multiply your bars, your ingots. So one of the things we were getting ready to do, and I went off on my tangent here, showing off the ex nihilo stuff, was we were going to build an infinite water source. And I'm just trying to think of how exactly I want to do that. I like to incorporate it into my cobblestone generator. I like to keep everything on the start very compact. So let's do it there. Let's grab some cobblestone. Everything with cobblestone right now is temporary. It's not something we're going to be keeping around. Let's put that there. We're going to block that off here in a second. We want one. We're going to build it solid here just because. We don't have to. We could leave it floating, and we might. But we need that there. And those there. Alright. Oh, we'll need one more. No, we won't. We're good. Everything's good here. To quote Star Wars, everything's good here. How are you? So we're going to do that. We're going to take this last bucket, put it there. Infinite water source. Yay, us. I'm going to leave that stuff right there for right now. Oops. Shift clicking puts it on top, not in. So you can refill those barrels with a bucket. And we're going to leave that. We need to break those. Not a problem. We just need our pick again. Why pick it? We need... There we go. Get caught in the water, but that's okay. So we're going to put our dirt away. We're going to start saving up our dirt here in a minute. In fact, let's just take you and you. And we're going to be building some more stuff in the next episode. I have to get us set up a little bit here. I have to do the I want to do the grind off camera so it's not boring. I don't want us to be bored by the grind. So now that you've seen what the X Nihilo stuff does, I am going to be grinding out the gravel. I'm going to be making a ton of gravel, sieving that gravel for the ores, and like I said, you'll get emeralds and lapis and diamonds. So that's how we get some of our other things that we're going to need. And what I'm doing right now is I'm getting us set up to move out of the dirt and wood age and into a stone age. So I want to make... Actually, we only need maybe 6 ladders. We're not going to worry about extra sticks because we always will need sticks. And you'll see why we will always need sticks. We're going to take a plunge here. Let's go up. Just barely into the water. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Take you out. Oh, we lost that one. We're going to go under our island. I want to put it there. 3, 4. And we'll go down 5. Come up a little. Put you there. And so the reason we've done this, and we're going to expand this out just a little bit. I don't really like building under the base. That black sky, I don't really like the black sky. So we're going to do very minimal under here. The main reason we're under here right now... Oh, I should have put that there. And I didn't bring a pick down, did I? That's okay. We'll just do this. Sorry. We're gonna cover this. We're gonna put cobblestone under all this dirt, so that way we build a cobblestone pedestal for us to work on. And with that cobblestone pedestal, it will give us... I keep losing my train of thought as I'm preparing for the next dive. Yeah. Emergency mute here for a moment. Again, sorry, sniffles and cough. Let's go back up because we didn't quite bring down enough materials. I got a little over enthusiastic with expanding that platform underneath, but we'll want to recover all of this dirt, and so if we put stone underneath it, we can vein mine this dirt after we move our cobblestone generator, and then we won't have to worry about losing dirt. We can make dirt, but it is a lot easier to just have it already ready already. Funny. So we're going to go back under here, back onto our little platform. We're going to clean this up a little bit. We don't technically have to have anything under that. Under the bedrock, and we probably won't keep anything under the bedrock. I like to use it as a marker, as my center point. And for some of the stuff that I'm going to be building soon, a center point is going to be very important. I am going to be building big. And I mean very big. So that's something to look forward to. I'm going to go back under here for a moment just to put that there. I don't know if I said it in the last video or not. I'm not really fond of having things just floating off and just being down under the water or under the island, which is why I like to, with my water sources, I like to cut them off. And that's why we put the ladder there, kind of as a cutoff. So yes, I am going to cover all of this with stone. And I'm going to do that so you don't have to watch it. And then in the next episode, we're going to do a little more building. I'll update you on what I've done as I'm kind of coming to a close today. We're going to do some building in the next episode. We're going to do some more crafting. And hopefully, we're going to have another really good day. We're not going to die. And we're going to keep building on this island in the sky with AVSkyblock. Thank you very much for joining me. This is Mac G with Mac G Mania. Have a great one.